In the name of Amen the Supreme, the All-Powerful, the one and only true Lord, in Amen we trust, as the Republic of Mentellect, the true 144,000 that's being gathered this day and time, the Mentellians. Menzeka Aminun to all my Mentellian brothers and sisters out there, registered members of the Republic of Mentellect, and to all future Mentellians who have yet to find their way home to Amen's covenant, which is the Republic of Mentellect. I send greetings out to you, and I send peace out to you in our Mentellian language by saying to you, Menzeka Aminun. Good evening, I'm your host, the intellectual Nuben Menkares, and this is Mentellect Radio, and tonight we're going to be discussing the planet Earth. Will Earth be transformed and transmitted into planet Mentell? Now, I know this is a, topic that I've never touched on before, but we breaking new ground as the next race of people that's coming up in the world, of people who are being raised mentally, right? And as such, when you have a people who are being transformed and transmitted to mentally, a certain segment, the planet begins to take on a transformation and a new transmittance. And when the people change, or should I say the people change into persons on that fourth dimension, they will alter the earth, because this change into a totally strong, functioning mental planet is long overdue. This is why I kept talking about the earth going into the fourth dimension, and I kept saying we're entering the age of intelligence, and we're going out of the age of information. Certain people will be stuck in the age of information, meaning they will constantly receive submental forms of information from mankind via his science, via his religion, philosophies, and beliefs such as that. But then there will be those who will move into that fourth dimensional state, who will receive that higher transmission and that higher transformation via intelligence, via thought patterns, via waves, and that will alter the planet as well. See, this is a planetary alteration. See, even the current term of Earth, right, which they say is a Anglo-Saxon, German word, and they say it means literally ground or soil, right? Ground or soil. And you have other cultures who named, or races of humans that name the earth ground or soil, meaning a place to plant something, aka the planet. It does not denote the people who are on it. It denotes just something that is here to be utilized as soil to be planted, right? Planet is supposed to denote the people who are standing on it, who are taking care of it. Why doesn't Earth, right, or Terra, they have a different bunch of names in Arabic, named Terra, Ard, Arabic, all these different languages they have, but they're all making reference to the ground, right? The foundation. They only make reference to that, not the people on it who's supposed to be human. Why is this not called the planet human? Why is this not called the planet human? Why is it only called the planet Earth? Simply because those who are here know that this is not their rest, this is not their planet. They know this is simply a place for things to be planted, implanted, and pulled up over time and paved over. That even means your so-called human race. That's why it's not called planet human. It's called planet Earth. Simply a place to plant things, the soil in the soil, be it elements, be it trees and plant life or whatever the case may be, and eventually bodies. Because the majority of people are going to go into the ground, are going to be put into the ground on this earth, right? This is a place to plant things. And you plant things in order for new things to spring up. It does not denote the people or the persons who are going to walk on it, who are going to truly subdue the earth. Why? Because, again, earth does not belong to the humans. Earth does not belong, this place called Earth does not belong to the humans. They were struck mentally with the mindset to refer to it as a planet or a place to plant things or a just making reference to the soil, right? And, the earth as far as planting things, ground, the soil, the dust of the ground, because it simply means that they're ground level people that were created of the dust of the ground, or should I say in the waters of this planet, right? Within the waters in the earth, and they will go back into the earth. They will be planted back into the earth, right? As fertilizer, just as the dinosaurs were, right? Just as all things this earth must consume. Again, this does not denote the people who live here who maintain the earth. This is not called planet human, right? Reason being is because it was being made ready for an advanced race of people. See, every group of people that comes here, every race, every animal and whatnot, are always on their way out, right? That's why they say you born dying. They born dying because they on their way out for something greater to come in, for something more advanced to come in, an advanced level of one that can receive advanced level of transformation and communication, and intelligent ones or intelligent ones, advanced ones who will oversee and control the planet. People who have a mental connection. Now, I know people was like, oh, you using the word mental. That's a word from man and whatnot. What is the language of the... No, the word mental, as translated into this language here, English, right, which is really the language of the Amen, as all languages are, right? It was meant to be like that because you can go back far and you'll hear the phonetic of the word and the pronunciation of men, Amen, and you'll hear the word El or Tell, right? These words don't go anywhere. It's just how people write them out and pronounce them, but the correct pronunciation is where it is supposed to be today. Simply an eternal communication. Mental is an eternal communication, right? Of ideas, thoughts, transmission, communication. And these beings who created this planet, this Amen, who created this planet Earth, who created your humans and all things you see in physical existence today, they meant for it to be for their descendants here on Earth, their immediate bloodline, their seed, to inherit the Earth. That's why they say the meek shall inherit the Earth. Who are the meek? The meek means the intelligent, and they will become the powerful. They will be receiving transmission directly from these Amen beings as that race of Mentellian. And this planet will belong to them. This earth shall belong to them, not just continents, not little places in the side and all this other nonsense. That's why I told you all to stop referring to yourself as Africans. You think you're saying something because the white man done told you to call yourself African. He telling you to make reference to yourself for this little planet in the damn corner, and the whole earth belonged to you. The white man even know the whole earth belonged to you, but y'all too simple-minded to understand that. That's why he made movies like Planet of the Apes mocking you. That's why he made movies like Planet of the Apes. He goes, our world, their planet. I kept telling y'all what that really meant, meaning that their governments are set up in control of these land masses right now, or in charge, I should say, of these land masses. Their governments, meaning their worlds, are set up, but ultimately it's our planet, and they know it's our planet. That's why they refer to it as Planet of the Apes. They know it's our planet, but the apes is another way of them calling us, referring to so-called black people. See, you have to be mindful of that. What message are they giving you when they say Planet of the Apes, our world, their planet? So they letting you know that. They know you was here first. They know you the descendants of the Amen being. They know that y'all not supposed to sit up here calling yourself no damn Africans or no Europeans or no Asiatic black men and all this other nonsense. The whole planet belonged to you. Even Honorable Elijah Muhammad said that. The whole earth belonged to you. So why are you calling yourself Asiatic black men? And no earth wasn't called Asia. That's a lie. There was no planet Asia. You understand that? It was the planet, or it will become the planet Mentell. Why? All mental communication will be streamed to the intelligent ones who will receive it and control and govern this planet by way of judgment and correction. They will judge the humans and they will judge themselves. It will be the Amen first, right? The Mentellians on Earth, the Amen, who are the Amen as a race, the Mentellians, and then your humans. And they will sit in judgment over the humans as the Mentellians, as the Amen being, right? The higher Mentellians men. So thus, this will be their planet. This will be their planet. They will inherit this earth. Not pieces of it, not parts and partial parts of the continent, but like I said, this is what the whole point of the elect or raising the elect was all about. This is what it was about. Finding out who will be the rulers, whose bloodline and seed will be the rulers in the future days to come, because time is getting short, and the white man already know this is going to happen. He already know the earth is going to be transformed. He already know that. Or as he call it, terraformed, as he calls it. He calls it terraformed. He already knows that. Why you think he's trying to get the hell out of here and go to Mars? He know, it's time for me to go. But before I go, because this earth, once it is transformed into this planet, this terraform takes place, it ain't going to be safe for my people to live here, the Caucasians. So you already know that, and the rest of the human race as well. Your so-called Asians, your East Indians, right? Your so-called black race going to have a hard time living here. Because a lot of you so-called black people are black Caucasians. You're three-dimensional people, just like your white man and the rest of these races. And your seed won't be able to live here either. This is why the white man is mixing his seed, again, like I said, with the black woman, right? And he's going to produce that mulatto race. And they're going to live here, and they're going to go into bondage. They're going to go under judgment. He's going to leave his bloodline here, and he'll try to rise through that seed in the future, the mulattoes. But they're trying to hurry up and make that seed quickly to leave their bloodline here, because this earth is not going to be it's not going to be habitable for your humans, your Caucasians, your East Indians, your Asians, and even some of you so-called blacks who will become human. It's not going to be inhabitable. That's why they're getting out of here. That's why they're getting out of here. And that's why a lot of your so-called black females are willing to mix their seed with the Caucasian, because they know they're not supposed to be, their seed is not supposed to be here in the future. That's why they're trying to throw in with the Caucasians and mix their seed together, right? So that there's some kind of elemental makeup at least there for the future. It will be a partial bit of the elemental makeup that the elect will have. That's why I tell the Mentellian men that you must have a rulership mentality. You must have a rulership mentality now. If that is not in you, if you are Eve seeds, you will be cast aside. If you are Eve seeds, if you are not men, you will be cast aside, because you are supposed to lead your women and your children into the future as that Mentellian race. And that's only for the 144,000. That is not for those who are, quote unquote, caught up in or part of this black mindset, this black mentality. Those of you who carry that three-dimensional black mentality, those of you who have a problem with taking, keeping law and taking orders, you're going to be cast aside. You're going to be slated for destruction, because when we move into this fourth dimensional state, as the earth is being transformed or terraformed and transmitted to and transmissive to and transformed into, it's going to kill off a lot of people. That's why the white man right now is receiving these ideas in his head to bring down the population. Again, I'm not against population control at all. If the white man wants to kill off half of the earth, let him. That's by the will of Amen. If the elites, the Illuminati, listen here, you elites, you Illuminati. If you want to kill off, bring down the earth to about however million billion, be my guest. We're just going to separate our people, the elect, the Mentellians. We're going to separate our people. If you want to take out some of the black race, take out a big part of them, and your own kind, and those Asians and Eastern, be my guest. Do that. Do that. If you want to go over to Africa and put shit in the water, you do that. You do that. You understand that? Because, see, that just goes along with your numbers going down, too. Y'all out of here, too. So it don't matter whether you do what you do to the Africans, because y'all out of here, too. It don't matter. How many black females you sleep with, it's not going to help things any. You understand that? Now, I know that sounds bad. How can he say that? It's going to happen anyway. Who you think they're being triggered to do that by? To bring down the population. These people are not going to be able to live in the future world. They're not going to even be able to understand the transmissions that's coming through here. This is going to become a super planet. This is going to become a super planet of highly intelligent beings here. And they're going to have high mental capabilities here. That's going to happen. That's what is being transformed. And those who are mentally weak, you're going to be cast aside. You're going to be cast aside. I don't give a shit whether you black, white, blue, purple. It don't matter. See, the white man already know that. He already know. That's why I told that cave woman, Captain Cave Woman, your kind going to be cast aside too. Right along with the black race. Right along with those who are mentally weak. And you couldn't understand that. You couldn't get that through your sick head. Like a lot of you so-called blacks and you whites, it don't matter. All that black and white is not going to matter after a while. That's why y'all might as well mesh in and fold in and save yourselves. Save yourself, or at least try. At least try. This thing is happening. It's what you so-called Caucasians, you Zionists, you Jews saw when you came up with Superman, and when you put it in that script, when you said that the Kryptonians was coming and they was going to transform Earth. That's real. They already know the terraform is going to happen, and it's going to happen through solar transformation or solar projection. They already know it's going to be terraformed. Why the hell would the white man decide to get up out of here and they would go to Mars? For what? Why would they leave a perfectly good Earth? They got everything on lock here, right, supposedly. They got the monetary system. They got the banks. They got the weapons. So why are they trying to go to Mars? What are they going to Mars for? They not going there because they want to. They going there because they got to. They got to. They can't stay here. You think they getting with the black female because they want to? No, they got to. That's a survival move. They getting with you so-called black men and black women. That's a survival move. The white man blatantly pushing you so-called black men to the side for your woman because he want to mix his seed because he know that's the only way his bloodline going to continue. They numbers are down. They numbers are down. And the beast done come down to you in fury knowing that his time is short. Why? Because a new regime is coming in. That's what the elect is all about. A new regime is coming in. I told y'all that this is not a game. And I told my own people, I said, if you are not going to comply with these orders that's given coming directly from Amen through me, then y'all could kick rocks, man. Y'all could all kick rocks. Goodbye. Those who cannot take orders, those who cannot receive this transmission, those who you think, Amir Nubin just saying what he want to say because he want to be in control and tell us what to do. We don't like taking orders. Get the fuck out of here. I said it. Kick rocks. You don't like how I talk? Leave. I already know what's going to happen to you. I already know. That go for my own people who got a problem listening. I already know what's going to happen. I already saw it, whether I'm here or not. It's already going to happen. It's already slated. It's nothing they can do about it, and they already know this. I've been telling you all this. That day is coming. That day of reckoning is coming, and he is stepping it up. The beast is stepping up. The damn white man is stepping up. Why you think I speak with so much authority and no fear in my heart? You think I care? You think I'm scared? Why you think I speak like? Because I know. I know what's coming. I don't care if you niggas don't like it or you think I'm crazy. Don't care. It don't even matter. It don't matter. You think, he want the money. He want people to follow him. I don't care about your money. I don't care whether you follow or listen to me. Don't join. We don't want you niggas with us. We don't want you with us. You could die with the white man. You could die with him because he on his way out anyway. There's nothing they could do about it. It ain't no weapons they could shoot at it. It ain't no people they could kill. They can't sacrifice people fast enough. That's fine. You only doing the will of the Creator when you kill. When you kill off the population, you bringing it down, you doing the will of the Creator. Because those people ain't going to be able to, like I said, they're not going to be able to live into the future anyway when this planet go into the fourth dimension. You understand? This planet is going to be for the elect. This planet is going to be driven by the elect, and it will be named after the elect. It won't be named the ground or the earth or the soil and whatnot, of which those will be planted under. It will be named in honor of those who walk on top of it. That's the new world. That is the next world. And it's coming. That is the next world. That's where it's at right now. And we in preparation. See, we in preparation. When I did the broadcast about the Messiah, I thought I was joking, right? Certain people thought I was joking, and when that's fine. When I did that, I told you that you were being prepared. You are being prepared. Those who are of the elect, who are here to be prepared, you've already been sealed. Those of you who are going to leave here, that's already been sealed too. That's why I said, I don't care when y'all leave. Those who come, I don't care. I don't care if you're the best people I know. I don't care if you leave, because you're going to be replaced. That number's already been sealed. All I'm doing is putting the intel out and gathering the people. That's all my job is. After that, I did my job. I did my job. All I can do is put the intel out and prepare the elect for this transformation and this transmittance of power that's coming here. That's why I can receive all this future prophecy. That's why I can receive it and tell you and separate the humans from the almond, the bright from the black, the souls from the spirit. That's why I'm doing this, because this earth is being transformed. That's why. And those of you who ain't making it into the future, who getting shot down by the police, who getting beat up and getting all this stuff happening to you, it's because your mind is not right and your mind is not set to make it into the future. That's why you're getting sacrificed. You're going to be a sacrifice for the future world to come in. Those of you whose minds are not right, those of you who don't want to listen, those of you who still want to be black, those of you who think you could still sit up here and smoke weed and get tattoos and you know, whatever you're doing, being out here dating, doing all the stuff you're doing, you know, the earthbound nonsense, the three-dimensional nonsense, shopping till you dropping, all that nonsense that you're doing. That's all about to come to an end. I told you that. All that's coming to an end. A gradual end, but it is. Because this new world has to come in. The thoughts of an elect, the reality of an elect is real. It is real. And those who have not bore witness to this, those who think that it's a joke, those who think, oh, it's not going to happen, it is already happening. It is already happening. And the only reason it's not happening faster is because the elect have to be given time to come together. They have to be separated from the ones who are mentally dead, the black ones. They have to be separated from the ones who have no clue why they're here. They're just taking up space. They just getting high. They just tattooing themselves up. They just popping mollies. They just listening to Lil Wayne and Drake. Because the white man only put that out there. See, and again, that's a sign right there that he knows the plan's about to be transformed to terraform. Because, see, he putting out all this madness, all this chaos and confusion, all this mental garbage, just so it throws you off from terraforming and transforming yourself mentally. He's putting all these obstacles in your way because the whole thing is to slow you down. Notice he don't do it for the whole world. He's doing it for you. He's putting out this garbage music. He's putting out these garbage television shows. He's putting out these garbage videos, all kind of nonsense he's putting here to slow you down mentally. This garbage reality show, all this nonsense he's putting out here to slow you down mentally, because he already know that once all that's going, then the transformation will happen faster. People will start to wake up faster. So he has to constantly keep chaos and confusion going through his communication. Again, the communication, the mental. He has to constantly keep you mentally stimulated. Because once you're no longer mentally stimulated, then you're going to start to see, by him, you're going to start to see brighter pictures, brighter thoughts, brighter transmission is going to start to come in. And that's where the transformation starts to take place. You already know that's going to happen. That's inevitable. He's showing you in his actions every day. Look how ferocious he is to push the black woman with the white man. Look how ferocious he is to show you the replacing the black woman, replacing the black man. Look how focused he is on that. Why? Because he's just so in love with the so-called black woman all of a sudden? No. He knows his time is short. He knows he's not going to be able to live here. He knows that. The fact that their numbers are starting to dwindle, the Caucasians and the East Indians and your Asians, they're going to be the next ones up getting you so-called black women. That's why they over there in Jamaica. That's really what they over there in Jamaica for, taking up land, tracts of land and stuff like that, because they really want the women. Because you Asians, those Asians, they don't have any more women. Because what happened with the Asian government was they was trying to make so many, they was demanding a lot of the Asian couples in China that they not have female children. They wanted boys for the army. So when they would tell the women to get abortions and stuff like that, it wasn't enough Asian women. So now they got a dilemma where there's too many men and not enough women. So how are they going to reproduce? How are they going to reproduce? How are they going to reproduce their seed? Answer, they're going to go to the black woman. They're going to go to the black woman. They ain't going to the white woman. She can't reproduce fast anymore. They don't reach the end of the line. Because this planet has reached the end of the three-dimensional state. Now we're coming into the age of power. What did you think the power was? The power is the mental power. So, of course, if it's the mental power, then the planet is going to become planet mental, or planet Mentell. Because all transmission is coming here. All transmission and communication is coming here to raise the elect, because we've been long without being able to channel into that fourth dimensional state and to channel into that extended DNA or genetic material, I should say. We've been long unable to channel into that extended genetic material that will push our thoughts forward, that will extend our physical capabilities well. We've been blocked out of that. Now it's time to open it. Now it is time to open it. Right now. That time is here. We at the door of it. The people have to be gathered. The people have to be transformed. We have to do away and make sure that we have the right ones with us and not the wrong ones. Not the wrong ones. Not those who still got a Negro mentality, who still acting like little biatches, jealous, angry, envious, all kind of nonsense. I don't like being told what to do. I got an issue with that. It's not going to work like that. Those people are going to be done away with. So like I said, just as we are gathering the persons, we are separating the people. We are separating the people from the persons, even amongst ourselves. Even amongst ourselves. That has to happen. We in that era right now. We in that place, in that space right now for this transformation. You think that higher mental capability is going to come to this mindset of a Negro? Do you think higher mental capability is going to come to the mind of a simple-minded Negro who's sitting around listening to Lil Wayne, Kodak Black, Nicki Minaj? You think that high mental transmission going to come to somebody like that? Some damn mama's boy? Some simple mind? There's no transmission coming to them. They're not even going to be here. That's why they can't. That's why they being sent the message to kill their damn selves. They being sent the message to kill themselves. You understand that? They're being mentally transformed to kill themselves. Cough, syrup, all kind of crazy drugs, tattooing themselves up. They trying to kill themselves. They being transformed and whatnot, being transmitted the message to kill themselves. See, all this is in preparation for that. All that's in preparation for that. That's why I tell you all to stay away from these people, black and white. Stay away from these people, black and white, mulatto, everything. Stay away from them. They are on a set time of destruction. They are on a set timer for destruction. And they're heading that way. It's already been programmed in their head to do that. Stay away from them. Stay away from them. You understand that? They want to take as many with them as possible because they already know it's set in their mind. That's why if you ever ask these Bloods and these Crips, why do you keep killing each other? I don't know. I just can't stop doing it. I don't know. They'll tell you. This is our way of life. Their way of life is death. They letting you know that. You understand that? Even these ones that's out here killing people and doing what they doing, the white supremacists, all these people that's out here killing people, after they kill off enough people, they'll eventually get tired and blow their brains out. They'll kill each other. They'll kill themselves. They're going to self-destruct. They're on a timer to self-destruct. Stay away from these people. They're on a mental timer to self-destruct as we are coming into the fourth dimension. They're not going to make it. The transmissions that are going to come to this earth are too extended for them to upload into their minds. Their minds are too small for that. Their minds are too small to upload the messages, the transmissions that are coming into this planet. So they have to go. They have to self-destruct. Just as a lot of people who couldn't make it into the next time frame and whatnot, like I said, they died early. They you know what I'm saying? Things happened to them because they were not set to go into this next time frame. They're not set to go into it. Their minds can't receive that transmission. They're already set to destroy themselves. Some of them might be your children, your grandchildren. That's why I say it is important that what you do now will set the tone for them in the future. Those, if your bloodline and seed is meant to come through them again. What you do now is important. This is real. I can't make it no plainer than that. I can't say it no plainer than that. This is real. If you've never accepted anything else in your life, if you've never acknowledged anything else other in your life, acknowledge this message, because this is the final message. This is the final message. Is the final message. And by that I mean, when we are working towards something, we are moving towards something, we make ourselves, what's the word I want to use? We make ourselves, or we'll guide ourselves toward that flow of current. We'll guide ourselves toward that flow of current. That flow of current is guiding the planet and guiding us in this direction. Where is that flow of current coming from? From the almond beings, from the fourth dimension, because they've always put higher flows of current, transmission, intel into different stages and different dimensions to guide the people into it, guide the ones who are elected or chosen into it. And that's what they're doing right now. That's what's guiding me. Their transmission is guiding me to give you this message, those of the elect. And those who are not of the elect, you will simply listen, but you won't hear. You will listen, but you won't hear. Or should I say, you will hear, but you won't listen. In other words, like I said, you will hear the sounds, but you won't comprehend the message, what it really means. That's why you could say something. I'll say something I noticed in the comment section when these videos go up. I'll say certain things, and you get 50 different people or 20 different people interpreting it totally different. I said one thing, and they'll interpret it different because they're not meant to understand it. They're not meant to comprehend it. Because they're not of that higher dimension. They're not of that higher mental degree. They're not of the Mentellians. They're not of it. And like I said, those who are not of it, they're going to be forced out. It's not a name you could just wear. It's not a set you could just claim or a flag you could just rep. It didn't work like that. Because we don't have people doing that, trying to rep our stuff and act like in front like they part of us. You ain't part of us. You ain't part of us. This ain't some little set or no thing you could rep. And by you doing that, you're going to be destroyed a lot faster. Impersonation. Lies. Because you can't come into this thing being a liar. You can't come into this thing being weak. You can't come into this thing being unable to take order. You can't come into this thing that way. The Mentellian mind works like a soldier's mind. A high soldier mind. I'm not just talking about some weapons nonsense. I'm talking about a high functioning, orderly, and lawful mind that is beyond any one mind here, that is beyond any so-called citizens or person or people's mind here. It is high functioning, very orderly. And a lot of you who are truly of the seed of Amen, who are of the elect, your minds are going to start to shift into that frame. Your minds are going to start to shift into that frame where my words will take on a whole new level of understanding to you. My words will take on a whole new meaning to you. And you will start to shift yourself. And you will surprise yourself at how you shift, how your minds change, how your direction changes. You will take on a totally different form and tone as you are listening to my words and following my orders. Watch. 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 You will not do what you want to do. You will do as Amen tells you to do through me. Through me. You will not do as you want to do because the you will disappear. The you will disappear and you will do as we are supposed to do. We will do as we are told, as we are guided to do in this fourth dimension, in this planet that is being transformed into planet Mentell, where all transmission, supreme and higher transmission, higher intelligence will end up here. We're not following no white people no more. We're not following no false religions anymore. No fake gods, no Islams, Christianity, Judaism, Pan-Africanism, Nawapianism. That's all over with. Those things had their time. They had their time. Now we receiving direction straight from Amen, straight from the Lord. And like I said, those of you who have a hard time accepting that, those of you who are here because you personality driven, because you like Nuben and Kares, or some of you still wish that the old stuff was around. Those of you who still got that old Nation of Islam, Nawapi, and those, because we got some of them people around. You're going to be ferreted out if your mind can't make that transmission unto Amen, because this is not about people. We done moved off of people. This is about power. Those of you who are personality driven, who here because you like me, or because who kind of sound like Dr. York, or he kind of remind me of Elijah, those of you who doing that, you're going to be up out of here. You're going to be out of here. I'm warning you. This ain't about being personality driven. It's not about liking me. It's about the power of Amen, and where I'm guiding you toward, where I'm walking toward. That's what this is about. We moving into this fourth dimension, and we are complementing, and this earth is being made ready for us and our ascendants or our descendants here on earth. The earth is being made ready for us in the fourth dimension. Yes, it is going to become the planet Mentell when it goes from the third dimension into the fourth. Yes, it will. Yes, it will. Don't care who, I don't believe that. Nuben sound like a cult leader. Nuben, whatever. That's why when I see you people's comments and stuff like this, I just go ahead and erase you and block you. I tell you don't listen to me. I told you. If you feel I'm a crazy man, good. Good. If you think I'm crazy, I'm supposed to be crazy to you. Good. Stop listening to me. I told you, do not listen to me. My mind frame is nowhere where you think it is. Not interested in this current world, this current planet. Not interested in this. I'm interested in the future planet. I'm interested in the future planet. And it's coming. It's coming. See, they don't want you all prepared for that. They don't want you prepared because the beast loves misery. He wants you to go down with him. He wants you to go down with him. He hates that he has to go down by himself. They know it. You understand? He hates that. He hates that he has to go down alone and with his own kind, but he's going to hate those who are going to be standing up in these last days. He know you're going to be standing up in these last days. He know this is your planet. I'm talking about the elect. I'm not talking about the black race. I'm talking about the bright race who are coming out of the black race. This ain't your planet, black man. Because you still want to be a slave, black man and black woman, so-called black man and black woman. I'm not talking to you because you still want to be slaves unto the white man. You still want to follow the beast. So for those of you who think, oh, he racist, he talking about this black planet. No, I'm not talking about no goddamn black planet. I'm not talking about no black planet. There is no black planet. There is no white planet. There's only the bright planet that's coming. And that is the planet Mentell, where you will have to be fully functioning and operationally mental being. That's why they show the white man see a thing of pure light beings on the earth. He showed you that. What does that pure light represent? The brightness, the transmission, the communication that's going to be transmitted to the elect. That's what that represents. That's why he's always showing you when aliens come into the earth and they looking like light beings and they are glowing and stuff like that. That represents pure intelligent beings, pure life forms. You understand? That's what that means. And we preparing ourselves for that in this covenant, in this day and time. Preparing ourselves to be no goddamn Africans or going back to Africa or we going to go over here and this, that, and the third. When you see me put Antarctica on the flag, that's just a chip point. And I'll explain that. That's just the alteration point. That's all. It don't mean, oh, so y'all saying y'all going to go live in Antarctica. That's not what that means. That's just the open point. That's all. The open door to the next worlds that's coming in. The next land masses that's going to come up. That's all that means. Open land to the fourth dimension. That's what that means. We ain't picking spots on the earth like a bunch of damn humans, like a bunch of damn roaches in the corner. Oh, we African over here. Or we going to be in Europe over here. We going to be in South America over here. Or we going to be in Antarctica over here. Or we going to be in Canada over here. No, the whole goddamn planet will be ours. Everything. As it was meant to be. Because we are the descendants of those who created it. How the hell you gonna let these humans tell you to parcel out pieces of it and tell you African when the whole goddamn planet belongs to you? Europe, America, Africa, the Middle East, Israel, everything is yours. Everything. You understand that? Everything. But you simple ass Negroes are still with this I'm African, Africa, and now you niggas talking about you Indian now. Now you Indians. We Native Americans. Now y'all with this goddamn foolishness. Now you Native Americans. You can't stop being slaves. That's why you so-called black people are going to be exterminated, man. You're going to be exterminated because you can't stop being slaves. You can't stop going under the white man and accepting his foolish titles. Moor, I'm a Moor, I'm an Indian, I'm an African, I'm an African American. I'm an Asiatic black man. Stop with this goddamn foolishness. Stop with this foolishness. You understand? We moving forward. We moving forward. When I called us and I said we Mentellians, I said that's a planet, that's an international title. That's not no national title. We ain't looking for no goddamn nation. We ain't looking to get no continent, no. The whole earth is ours. How we look about, oh, we going to petition the white man, or we going to petition some Negroes in Africa to give us our own. No, the whole earth is ours. The whole earth. Not parts of it. All of it. 678.
Peace, brother Nubian. Hell, Amen. Hell, us. I'm not a registered member, but I will be. I can't wait till you get to Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? So now, I mean, we could build. I heard you was going to do a tour, and I can't wait for that tour to transpire. Brother Nubian, I went to the Nawabian land in Eatonton, Georgia, and I was seeing the brothers out there and the sisters out there, and they all was wearing all black. My question is to you. We are the bright. My question is to you, Brother Nubian. Why was the brothers and the sisters wearing all black? Can you answer that for me, please, my brother?
Well, I'm not a Nawabian, brother, so I couldn't answer that.
I'm not a Nawabian either, but at the end of the day,
hold on, let me answer you. I was a former student of Dr. York's and whatnot, and when I'm going to say this to those of you who claiming, oh, see, he trying to copy Dr. York, I'm just going to say this, and I'm going to answer you. No, I'm not trying to copy Dr. York, and no, I'm not following Dr. York. You understand?
Yes,
I
sir.
look at Dr. York just like I look at the Honorable Elijah Muhammad as my mentors.
Yes, sir.
And my time in being a student of Dr. York was following for leadership because I was being groomed to be a leader, not a
Me
follower
as
of
well.
Dr. York. All right?
Me as
So
well.
those people, I say this, whatever the New Wapians did, whatever they teach now, I have nothing to do with. I am not following Dr. York's teachings and whatnot. I am following the transmission of Amen, the elect, and raising the elect, and that's it. The true Lord, the creators of this planet, that's the transmission I follow. Those people who want to be
Yes, sir.
Wapians and follow Dr. York, that's their business. That's what they do.
You're talking crazy.
Those people are
Yes.
personality driven. I'm not personality driven.
Yes.
I'm always going to
I agree
respect
with
Dr. I'm always going to respect Dr. Malachi Z. York as my mentor, just like I respect the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. But I'm not following no man. I'm not following nobody.
I agree with you.
But
I agree with you 100%.
But as far as the black thing go, you would have to ask them, brother. Like I said, they probably did it as a form of unity.
I don't even talk to them.
But a lot of them still caught up on this we black thing, this black people, black power, black whatever nonsense, and this red, black, and green. A lot of them still caught up in that Pan African red, black, and green nonsense. A lot of them in the Egyptian stuff. A lot of them still caught up in that, brother. And like I said, I'm not knocking them for it. If that's what they want to do, if that's what part of what they into, that's fine. You know, it is what it is. But we ain't doing that. This is the bright race over here. They not a part of the bright race. They want to be part of the black race.
Yo, I agree with
right?
you 100%. I'm not going to hold up no time. Yo, continue with the transmission, my brother. Peace.
Peace. Yeah, like I said, there's no shot at Dr. York and them. I'm always going to have respect and love for Dr. York and whatnot as my mentor and whatnot, and guide me to this point. But like I said, we ain't doing what nobody else doing. We ain't doing that. We moving on our own path. Dr. York opened the door, just like the Honorable Elijah Muhammad opened the door for me to do this 40 years and whatnot. Like I said, everything is in steps. They opened the door for me. But unfortunately, a lot of his followers, they not moving in accordance to how he moved or how he wanted to move. Obviously, a lot of them are not. But that's their business. I'm not even gonna get into that. But yeah, this is like I said, we're not interested in going to Africa or going from because like I said, all that's a waste of time for what? We going to 144,000 going to be all over the planet. So what difference do it make if we go over to Africa or we go to South America, we go to Canada, we go over here? Like I said, you're not going to be able to escape this judgment anyway. You understand? Nobody's going to be able to escape the judgment no matter where you go. If you're not right mentally, it ain't going to matter where the hell you are. It's not going to matter. So stop with this, I'm going to run over here so I can be over here and this and third. Like I said, if you ain't right mentally, if you're not in tune mentally, as we moving into this fourth dimension, then like I said, it's a waste of time. Because a lot of these Negroes still want to move in circles. They still want to go back and forth with the white man. They think things going to still be the same way it is. They still think they're going to be able to read out the Bible, read out the Book of the Dead, read out the Quran. Look, we're not doing all that. That time is coming to an end. They still working on that circular mindset. You understand? That time's coming to an end. So get ready. And with that, we'll be right back. And we are back. Like I said, we ain't in this to get a piece of land or make deals with people and, talk to, other races of people. And, we're not in it for that. We're not in it. We're not in it to be making deals with the white man and making it because they can't make no deals with us. There's no deals that can be made with us. You understand? The only thing we got to do is get ourselves together. That's it. That's all. We just got to get ourselves in alignment, and we have to put these petty things behind us. I'm talking to the Mentellians. I'm not talking to the black people. I'm talking to the Mentellians. We got to put our things aside, put our differences aside, and be ready to keep the law and the order. That's it. That's it. And we will be put back in power. I should say put forward into power. And everything you see will come down around you. The fact that you see in all of these things transpiring in front of you, things that a lot of our people don't even understand. They walking around dumbfounded. I'm talking the so-called black race, what's left. They don't even see what's going on around them, showing you how things is changing and narratives. Everything is changing up. Like I said, because it's a sign that we're going through this evolution. It's a sign. And the fact that we doing this thing in this day and time as the elect, and we being guided to do this in this day and time, is a sign that Amen is choosing us. Amen is choosing the elect. The Mentellect, the elect. Amen is choosing us. Amen is giving us future knowledge, future prophecy, as the children of Israel, not Israel, as the children, the next generation, the next descendants. That's it. This is already being done. We don't have to. We don't have to sit around here and complain and and argue with the white man and go back and forth about racism, because that's what they want. They want that energy, because while you going back and forth with these people, while you going back and forth, trying to fight with these people and argue with these people, like I said, it's a waste of mental energy. And the so-called black race and white race, they got the submental energy to waste, but we don't. As the bright race, we don't have the submental energy to waste. We need all of our mental energy to be transformed into the Mentellians, to leave the black race behind and become the bright race, and to work in the transference or the transformation of this planet from earth to mental, from physical to mental. This earth is going from physical to mental. You understand? Pure mental. Going from a really a 2-dimension, right? Going from a 2-dimension into a 4th dimension, right? Because you still got a lot, even though you got being in a 3-dimensional state, you still got a lot of people who are 2-dimensional. They're 2-dimensional. That's why they ready to kill over physical things. They ready to kill over physical matter. They ready to sell themselves over physical matter, because they are still material driven. Right? That's because they're still that way. What comes first? I said the place comes first. What comes second? The possessions come first. What comes third? The people come first. Third, excuse me. They're still in the 2-dimensional state of possessions. They're ready to kill themselves, sell themselves. So if they have a 2-dimensional mind, they can't even understand this. Their mind can't even comprehend what's coming out of my mouth right now. And they're not supposed to. They don't understand power. They think, again, that 2-dimensional things, physical, material things that will get old, that will be destroyed, that will be done away with, they think that that's power. Having these things in your possession is power. And it's not. That's why these people have to go. They're very 2-dimensional, very primitive in their way of thinking. They think that material is power. And it's not. The true power is the mental power, the transmission, the communication, the reception. Why you think the white man makes sure he takes hold of all of the communication on the planet? He makes sure that he tries to take hold of everything, the televisions, the radios, the internet, because he wants to control your mind. He wants to control or slow down the transmissions that's coming out of dimensional into your mind. That's why he knows that, because he knows that transmission is constantly being generated here. He knows that. He knows. And he wants to slow it down. You understand? He wants to slow it down, and he wants to dumb it down. And a lot of you have given him the ability to slow down and dumb things down. A lot of you have given him the ability to do this. A lot of you have put yourselves in that situation and that mindset to be possessions and to be possessed. If you are possessed by other people, if you are possessed by women, if you are possessed by men, then you are that possession. This ain't for you. We ain't possessed by no physical being. We are possessed by no physical being. You understand? We are possessed by no physical being, because then that means you become the possession. That means you become 2-dimensional. We have to be those 4th-dimensional people in order to inherit this earth, in order to bring about this transmission. And that requires us working on ourselves. That requires us to raise ourselves mentally. That requires us to be part of this power flow. So when I talk about following orders and doing what you're told as Mentellian men and Mentellian women within this order, it all goes part and parcel with being part of this order and this power flow. Those who got a problem, I don't want to do this, I don't know, you got to go. You have to go. Those who will not listen, you are the black race. You are not the bright race. The black race are going to be uncooperative. They're going to be uncooperative. And if you are uncooperative, you have no place here. If you just got a problem with listening, you have no place here. That goes for anybody. That's why we're not so quick to take people like that. People think we are, but we're really not. Because our minds have to be right for this transformation. Our minds have to be right for this transmission. Our minds have to be right, our bodies have to be right, and our souls have to be in alignment. If that's not going to happen, then it's a waste of time. It's a waste of time, and it's going to slow us down. And I'm always willing to sacrifice anybody, even myself, to make this thing happen. I'm willing to sacrifice anybody, including myself, to make this thing happen. I'm going to say it again in case you didn't hear me. I'm willing to sacrifice anybody, including myself, to make it happen. It's not a game. This ain't a popularity contest. This ain't, oh, I like this person. You ain't come here to like no goddamn body. You came here to follow orders. Amen is guiding us through orders, not through request. Through orders, through direction, through instruction to raise this seed. That's how we being guided. That's it. To one order. You answer to one Lord. You answer to one key force. Those of you who decide to answer to the beast, may your God be with you, because you're going to need him as you fall down with him. May your God be with you and your devil, because you're going to need them as they fall down with you. That day is coming. We here in these days. This planet is being transformed as we speak, with the raising and the realization of the higher or the upper mental beings, the Amen being, sending out these messages and frequencies to the elect in these upper dimensions, and the fourth dimension, the fifth dimension, these higher dimensions. This planet's already been transformed. I told you the earth is set on a timer. I told you that. I told you when I was explaining the age of the earth that it is set on a timer, and certain things will take place once a certain time frame hits. Once the earth rotates around the sun at a certain time and whatnot, certain things are going to transpire. They said it that way. We are in that time of transmission, and it's transpiring, taking place. We in that time. We here. And it's a gradual thing in order for the elect to get themselves together. It's a gradual thing. Like I said, the world is being held up for the elect. The world is being held up for the elect to be gathered. That's what the world is being held up for in order for us to go into this fourth dimension. After that, that's it. Understand? The clock ain't going to turn back. The clock is not going to turn back. There will be no, things going to go back to the way they were in the ancient world. Ain't no going back to no goddamn ancient world. There's no going backwards. Everything is forward. Everything. Forward motion, dummy. That go for you Israelites. That go for you Christians. That go for you Muslims. You ones who wanted to go backward. Ain't nothing going backward. This earth is going straight into Mentell. Straight into the mental. Straight into the mental. Straight into the fourth dimensional, into the mental. Let's take a call. 901.
Menzek, Menzel. En route Justin Z.
Menzek.
I had to let my phone charge a little bit. But I'm glad you're saying something about respecting everything to that nature. Everything is class. But you told us that we pretty much got to stand on what we stand for and pretty much not let people disrespect this community. So I'm going to say this because it's got to be said. For the callers that's calling in, for the posters on Facebook who thinking y'all of Amen and you ain't no registered member, think about it like in a black way. You ain't finna claim no set if you ain't been put down. So if you ain't sending in no letter, if you know you ain't sent in no letter, or you know you're going to join next year, or you know you're going to join later, or you ain't got yourself together, that's cool, but you need to respect this community. And I said, because if I wasn't no member, I'd do it. And I'm a man. I stand on what I say. And I speak for all of us. Ain't no hell Amen if you're not no member.
Exactly.
Feel where I'm coming from? I know y'all listening. Ain't no hell arming if you not no member. We serious. We not playing. This ain't no game. This ain't no clique. We ain't no community.
Yeah. Well, we are a community, but like I said, we ain't no Facebook, we ain't no damn Facebook community. We ain't say no Facebook or radio community. This is a real community that's being gathered, an intelligence community that's being gathered. Like I said, for these people who playing games and hail arming and these niggas is putting arming on the front of their name and whatnot and sending me friend requests, don't send me no friend requests because I'm not accepting your friend requests. Like I said, you being disrespectful. You putting almond on the beginning of your name and whatnot, and then you because you mocking that name, man. And like I said, you gonna pay for that. Those of you who've done that, you gonna pay for that. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, the ones who walked with us at one point in time, then they went out here and slandered, still wearing the name, they losing their minds already. Certain people already know who they are. Certain people who were now referring to themselves as Indians, you already losing your mind. You calling yourself a damn Indian wearing a not Nuwapian, but a Mentellian name. You wearing a Mentellian name calling yourself a damn Indian. You understand? That just go to show you losing your damn mind and that you was never of Amen. You or your woman. Damn demon. You know what I'm saying?
And there goes to show you right there. You know, I ain't trying to cut you off on them, but by you even saying that people come in here and they get the plan and they leave out, talking about some hell arming this and hell arming that, and then get kicked out for whatever black reason. That's why we don't want y'all disrespecting it. That's why we don't want y'all talking about no hell arming if you ain't no registered member. Hold it down.
Exactly.
I had to say it, Ms. O, you know what I'm saying? I ain't, you know, this ain't no game, man. The frequency steady rising. We ain't playing.
Exactly. But see, you know what
this is the nicest way I could put it.
You know what it is? You got a lot of black people. You still got a lot of black people out here who still want to continue to act black, and they still want to be Negroes and whatnot and be just because niggas don't got no respect for nothing. A nigga don't have no respect for nothing. That's why the white man ain't got no respect for you in these last days. He gonna blow your brains out. He gonna put you to death. He gonna take your woman and have his way with her. All this stuff that because you Negroes ain't got no respect, the beast gonna disrespect you. Because what comes around goes around. What you put out, you disrespect you put out in the name of Amen and whatnot is gonna come back to you by the hand of the damn beast who you love. Your white God. It's going to come right back to you. So, like I said, we ain't studying that. We still doing what we doing and whatnot. Still gathering the elect in the name of Amen. That's what we doing. That's what we here to do. All that rest of these people, like I said, it ain't going to matter. All that stuff they doing and whatnot, and, you know, they hail Amen and whatnot, because, like I said, just show you how phony and fake they are. You should never want to false flag something when you're not a part of it and whatnot, because you got people out here sacrificing, joining this thing, paying dues, doing stuff they got to do and whatnot, and trying to overcome certain things about themselves and raise themselves up. They don't want to have people out here who not no registered members playing games with this, because it's going to be Mentellians every damn way. It's going to be Mentellians everywhere, and that flag going to be everywhere. And we going and when we see you people, it's going to come a time, like I said, those of you out here in these cities and whatnot playing these games, you know, might get stepped to. Just saying like that, you might get stepped to. Might get down to that, because it ain't no game. You know.
So. I just had to say that, Minzo. You know, people just need to keep it proper, man. That's all it is too. Exactly. We need to be proper. This ain't no. This is not no neighborhood thing. This ain't no gang banging, set tripping. Nah, it's none of that. It's none of that.
Yeah.
So put some respect on it if you're gonna be a member. Show it. Lead by example by putting respect on it before you get here.
Exactly. I couldn't say it better myself.
I just wanted to say that. It got to be said, and we're gonna say it however many times it need to be said, because I know y'all gonna keep doing it. You too black, so we're gonna keep saying it as long as you keep doing it. But that's all I wanted to say, Ms. O.
All right, Menzek.
All right,
we'll take another call. All right, 678.
Yes, brother. Peace, my brother. It's me again. I don't have no disrespect for the last caller who was saying what he had to say. You know what I mean? I respect everybody, and I don't respect everybody, but you know what I mean, I do. You know what I mean, listen, and I also lead my people with proper judgment and proper guidance. Now, yes, sir, I'm not a registered member, but I plan to be. I was talking to my woman just today about becoming a registered member. And at the end of the day, I didn't mean no disrespect. I mean, when I called in earlier and I said, hell, I'm in, hell was. I ain't mean no disrespect as far as, I mean, what I said. I mean, this is powerful and this is deep. And I mean, if any other brother, I mean, have anything else to say, I mean, we have thick skin. I mean, our skin is tough. I mean, we don't. I'm from Queens, New York. I'm from Far Rockaway, and I don't disrespect nobody. I don't talk no garbage. I don't bother nobody. I'm just about power, and that's all I have to say, my brother.
Well, let me say this. Let me say this before you go. You got to understand where registered members, real straight up registered members, are coming from when they say that, because they out here sacrificing, they up here paying dues to be part of this, they out here promoting this thing and whatnot in the streets. They sacrifice and putting out money for me to come to their cities and whatnot, and they are living this. They not getting up here just listening to radio broadcasts. And I'm just listening. Hear me out.
Okay.
So when they hear somebody doing that, you understand, and they not members, and they not out here sacrificing, you got to understand where they coming from. You know what I'm saying? You claim it. I'm not saying you. I understand you didn't know. I understand. Hold on, let me finish. I understand you didn't know, and I understand you trying to, you want to big it up and whatnot, the Republic and whatnot, and the Mentell, you want to big it up, and that's fine. But understand where they're coming from and understand what you say before you saying it, because you got people out here who in these different cities and states who members, who registered members, blood members like that, soldiers, blood soldiers out here who straight up about that. They not playing. That's where they coming from. So when you become a member, when and if you do become a member, you're gonna understand too, because of the sacrifices you making to make this thing happen. You're not gonna appreciate nobody coming along just thinking they could represent, just say the names and say the word and throw it out there, and not even sacrificing, putting themselves out there like that for real. You're not gonna like that.
Okay, my brother. I ain't mean no disrespect. Right. Yo, peace to the brother. Yo, no disrespect. Yo, have a good night.
You too, brother. All right. This is all about ultimate power. As I said, Planet Mentell. We want the whole planet. We don't want continents. We don't want landmass. We ain't talking that Moorish stuff. We ain't talking that Pan-African stuff. We ain't talking about, we want our little corner and over here. We got to go and mesh our way in with the Liberians over here, or mesh our way in with. Nah, we ain't doing all that. You understand? How we going? How's the Most High, the Lord Amen, our ascendants gonna make the whole pie, and then we got these people who are nothing but humans, those who are beneath us, telling us we could just get a slice of the goddamn pie. They ain't even offering us a slice. We gonna accept a slice when the whole pie belongs to us. How stupid is that? How stupid is that for you to choose a damn place on the thing and call yourself after this? We said Mentellian because there's going to be Planet Mentell. So these are future and current international titles of a race. This is a race that's being raised. We ain't no African Americans. We ain't no Negroes. We ain't no Africans. We ain't no goddamn Indians. Again, we ain't no Asiatic black men. We Mentellians. We are the highest mental stock. We are of the highest and intelligent mental stock, as we have always been of the elect. And that's real. And again, we don't care whoever got what to say about it. We don't care what nobody think. You understand? Because you don't have the capacity to think this high where we going. You don't have the capacity. Say what you want, whatever, talk all the crap you want, blah, 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 yada, yada. It don't matter. We already setting it in stone. We'll be right back. And we are back. It's key, especially in this day and time where they trying to get us to, well, black people anyway. They trying to get black people to go for the okey doke with this whole Pan African thing, trying to get you to accept this illusion that you African, still trying to get you to accept pieces of the pie and whatnot, still telling you that you belong over there in the colored section and of the earth and whatnot. Meanwhile, the white man, the Asian man, all of them, they done took all over the planet. They all over the place. They in Africa, they in Asia, they all over the planet. They ain't staying where they belong, but they telling you you got to stay in Africa. And hell, you don't even got Africa. They telling you that you got to stay in Africa somewhere. You African American, but they ain't staying where they supposed to be from. They ain't staying in Asia. They ain't staying in Europe. They going all over the planet. Meanwhile, they got you sitting stationary in somewhere talking this Pan African crap, and half y'all ain't even been to Africa. You ready to settle on the colored section of the planet instead of inheriting the whole earth. That's where your mind should be at. See, the white man, the Zionists, the Jews, their mindset was on that. That's why, if you notice, they don't never lock themselves into no one land mass. You understand? The Zionists and whatnot, they don't lock themselves into that. They try to take the whole world. They try to take the whole world. They just use Israel and all these other places as a damn headquarters, but their mindset is to take the whole damn world. You Negroes just want Africa, and you don't even got that. Or you want little plots of land in America here and there that you don't even own, that you got to pay taxes on. You settle for the white man trying to sell you back pieces and plots of your own land. We tell our people what we should be worried about. Like I said, ultimately the focus is on preparing our people, man. Preparing our people. Setting up places where we teaching classes at, where we teaching our children, we educating our children, preparing them for rulership, man. That should be your only mindset. Preparing the people, teaching the people, gathering them together. Creating some sort of independent thing where you can monetize on, so we can make money, so we can build our own schools for our children and have our own classes where we educating ourselves as a race of people on how to rethink, how we need to rethink ourselves, or rethink or reprogram our way of thinking into a ruling class mentality where we thinking about the whole world and under our rulership, not just no damn Africa. See, that's what you do as an international community. You think about rulership in the future for the whole world, and you prepare your people for that. See, that's why the so-called black race will never be in power, because y'all happy being under the damn white man. You happy being slaves under him. You happy waiting on him to give you a handout when that ain't gonna never happen. You happy on him telling you African and you could go back to Africa and you can have a piece of Africa and whatnot. You happy on that nonsense. Or you want Israel and whatnot because you so-called Israelites. No, we ain't into none of that. We not into that. We are Mentellians. We have the supreme mind of a race of lords, judges, rulers, people of power. See, y'all want little land masses. Y'all want to be connected to little minor people in history and whatnot. No, we ain't interested in that. That world is too small for us. That world is too small for us. This is all about a supreme mindset, not no nigger mentality. A nigger mentality accepts crumbs off the table. And so if the white man tomorrow said, hey, you niggas can have a piece of Africa, you niggas would just be happy, man. If he just said you can have a piece of, you can have Israel, y'all can have Israel, and y'all can have all the women you want like you Israel, you'll be happy, man. You understand? If he said y'all can have a little piece of the earth and whatnot, y'all happy, man. We ain't satisfied with that. We not satisfied with that. We're not satisfied until the earth is back in the hands of the people who it's supposed to be in the hands of the persons, or should I say, it's forwarded and going into the hands of the persons that it belongs to, which is the Amun race, which is us. Which is us. Which is us. The Mentellians. We're not satisfied. We will never be satisfied till the earth is in our hands, where it belongs. Where we the landlords. And you are our goddamn tenants, because that's how it's really supposed to be. All you goddamn humans, you're supposed to be the tenants, and we supposed to be the landlords. We supposed to be the supreme landlords. Y'all supposed to be the tenants. We just let you set your governments up here. And y'all got beside yourselves. And we got stupid. We got stupid, and y'all got beside yourselves. Because that's how the power switched. That's how we in the position we in now. And we got a whole lot of black people, unfortunately, that's sitting and sitting up under the beast who want to keep all the so-called black race, keep you black and keep you up under the beast. That day is coming to an end. You Negroes, your day is coming to the end. You Negroes who want to keep serving the beast, you're going to fall down with your slave master as we coming into this fourth dimension. And like I said, the fact that we can even think this, the fact that it is being more and more laid out every day, the fact that it is being more and more pronounced every day is a sign of it coming. That's a sign of what's to come. Because it can't get no worse now. The earth is in the hands, or it appears to be in the hands of the wicked. Right? Those who are causing chaos and confusion. So out of chaos and confusion has to come a new law and a new order. There has to come a new law and a new order. The rightful hands, or the earth has to be put forward into the rightful hands of the persons who it was meant to be put in the hands of. You understand? That's what has to happen. That's why, like I said in that movie Superman, when they showed you, I'll just make an example, where they showed you, they said, well, hey, you know, when the first one, 2001, when Henry Cavill came in and Lex Luthor wanted to put bring planet Krypton down on Earth. I'm just using this as an example. I'm not all into the movie, but see, it show you the white man knows exactly what's happening. That's why he write it in the movies. He'll put certain things in the movie. He said, well, hell, he said it's going to be Krypton. He said, what's going to happen to the Earthlings, Superman? He said, well, hell. He said, the planet got to be built on some kind of foundation. He said the new world got to be built on somebody's foundation. And you humans are going to be the foundation. You're going to be the foundation. Your world governments are going to be the foundation. Just as all these old world governments were crushed, so will yours. Yours will be crushed. But see, the white man, like I said, he ain't trying to wait around for that to happen. That's why he's trying to get his ass out of here. That's why he's trying to get in that spaceship or whatever, or in that rocket or whatever, where the hell he's trying to get in that space program, get his ass out in that Virgin shuttle and get the hell out of here, man. That's why he's doing that. He's trying to shuttle his people out of here. And they figure when they get to Mars, they'll be able to, you know, reestablish themselves, get a plan popping and whatnot. They'll leave their mulatto children down here on Earth so they can have communication with their mulatto children and whatnot. But that's going to fail. They'll go there and they'll be able to live for a short time until they're going to basically be used to build that planet up. You understand? And then they're going to move off of there. So they don't even understand how this is going. They think they building up something for themselves. They ain't building up nothing for themselves. You understand? They building up for the next ones to come, the ones who put it in their mind to go up there and build it. The same people that put it, the same persons who put it in your mind, the almond being, for you to go to Mars, that gave you the direction to go to Mars. Because a lot of you Caucasians and you humans, you humans in general, y'all stupid enough to think that the ideas you get come from you. You don't realize they're being transmitted to you so you can go up there just to prepare the planet. And you're going to go into slavery up there. You're going to go into slavery up there. You're going to go into bondage up there. See, the only reason why the so-called black race, like I said, they not in power is because, number one, y'all think y'all black, and with black comes slavery. When you accept that you a black person, you accepting that you a slave under the white man. Because like I said, it can only be a master-slave paradigm here. It can only be a boss-worker mentality, mindset here. It ain't going to be no equality here. It's only going to be either going to be the highest or the lowest. That's how this works. And you so-called black people, you rather sacrifice your high spot for the white man to be in power over you. It ain't going to be no two places. I mean, it ain't going to be no equality amongst the place. Either you're going to set your mind to be in a rulership mindset and mentality and want the planet, or, like I said, you're going to go into bondage, man. That's all. And like I said, a lot of you so-called black people, y'all already decided to go into bondage, man. You already decided that that's where you belong, beneath the white man and the rest of the humans. You already decided that. So we're not even talking to you. We're not talking to the people that got the slave mentality. You understand that? This is already being transformed. Things are being terraformed. You understand? But see, in the Superman movie, Superman was an Uncle Tom. See, Superman was an Uncle Tom. He loved the damn humans so much. The same humans that was trying to put him to death. Dumbass. Superman was a dumbass. When Zod said he wanted to put all the human race to death, he ain't had no beef with Superman. He's like, yo, we can rule this thing, man. We just gotta put these humans to death, man. We just had this would be Krypton. Well, Superman was an Uncle Tom. He loved the humans so much, and really he did it because he wanted to be the only one on Earth with that power. That's really why he did it. He knew if all the Kryptonians came on Earth, then it wouldn't be nothing special. Everybody would have the same power. See, he didn't want that. He wanted to be a god over the humans. See how the white man put the message in there? And rather than rule as a race of lords over the planet, Superman wanted to be a single god unto himself, under the humans. That's why he did that. That's why he killed Zod. Zod is another name for Zodok. Zod is another name for Zodok. And that's what it really, the rulers, the bright rulers that's coming to Zodoks. That's why Dr. York called himself Malachi Zodok York, from the Zodiac. That's why the new Superman they show you, the so-called black man, his name is something Zod. His name is Val Zod. Zod is God. You understand that? They showing you. Zod is God. He didn't want to raise a race of lords. He wanted to be the only God. You understand that? But see, we're in the race of lords now, a race, and yeah, it'll be a lot of you humans left. Some of you gonna be left, but a lot of you gonna be mixed up. Y'all gonna be mulatto. Ain't gonna be no Caucasians in the future world. In the future world, there will be no Caucasians. There'll be mulattoes. They'll be mixed. And this ain't Nuben Menkarre saying it. It's your own white scientists saying that. It's your own white scientists saying that. They're gonna be the new Caucasians. These mulattoes gonna be the new Caucasians. You understand? And the future world on the planet Mentell. They're gonna be the future Caucasians, and they're gonna take on the mentality of the white man. Watch. They're gonna try to get funky like the white man, like they fathers. You understand? They're gonna get funky just like they fathers. They're gonna try to raise up like they fathers. A lot of these mulattoes. You already seeing it already. Like I said, I told you that's why they was pushing Colin Kaepernick, Steph Curry, and all. They doing it gradually. Barack Obama, they doing all this gradually. All this is being done gradually. Y'all better pay attention. They setting the groundwork. I'm telling you what's coming in the future. They setting the groundwork for this. So for you so-called black females out here who mixing your seed with the beast, understand they're going to get rid of you too. After they get their little mulatto baby out of you, they're going to get rid of your black ass too. They're going to get rid of you just like they're going to get rid of the black man in prison, or they're going to make him a homosexual. Like I said, all that's being done already. The beast done come down, you know, and this time is short, because this planet will be, in time, the planet Mentell. It will no longer be Earth, because Earth is not even a real name for the inhabitants here. It was not meant to be. So let me go ahead and answer these questions before we get out of here. Will Earth be transformed and transmitted into planet Mentell? Yes, it will. Because all the transmission, all the mental transmission and communication is coming here to the elect so they can be put into power, will happen. They will be raised up. And they will come out of the so-called black race. It will not be the black race. They will come out of the so-called black race as the bright race. And I'm not talking about no mulattoes. I got to say that clearly. Because a lot of people think I'm talking about some mulattoes or some light-skinned people. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the intelligent ones, the highly intelligent ones who are going to come out of the black race. Because the black race is ignorant as hell. They're ignorant as hell. They love the damn white man too much. They care about what he think too much. What is Mentell? Mentell is that higher communication, that continuous and eternal communication directly from the Amen being. That's Mentell. This will be planet Mentell. Who, in the fourth dimension, who will transform the earth and why? It will be the Amen being who will transform the earth. And they will do it because they need rulership on this planet. They need physical rulership, people, or should I say persons who can receive full-on transmissions from them to govern this earth. See, the white man, he couldn't receive full-on transmissions because he's not of Amen. He has a piece of Amen in him, but he has too much animal in him as well. That's why he always messes up things. He always goes too far with things. He always kill off too much. He always take too much. So like I said, it's like teaching a retard. The Amen beings were sending messages to retards, people who were slow mentally. That's why it took so damn long for the technology to get here. Because either you niggas was caught up in your little traditional nonsense, or the white man was just too damn primitive. The damn beast, the damn cracker was too damn primitive. The white man was too damn primitive. He was caught up in his cave like ways, or you Negroes was caught up in your traditions, your ancient customs and traditions. You couldn't move forward. You understand? That's why the transmission on the future technology took so long to get here. They was transmitting it out, but y'all was too slow to pick it up. So they ended up giving a lot of it to the white man. They gave some of it to our people as well, but they gave it to the white man. A lot of it went to him. Who will be the first inhabitants? Who will be the first inhabitants of planet Mentell? The Mentellians. The Mentellians. That's why we are, and I name my people the Mentellians. You will be the first ones. The earth is being prepared for you. The future earth is being prepared for you. You understand? And it will not be earth any longer. It will not just be a place to plant things at. Oh, yeah, it's going to be plenty planted in the earth. Plenty of humans, plenty of animals, plenty of old land mass will be planted in the earth to bring up new, the next. You understand? Do the current governments on earth know this is going to happen? Yes, they do. They're very aware. They already know. They watching everything. They watching the earth soil. They watching they watching the waters rising. They watching all this stuff. They watching it all. They're not going to tell the public, but they watching. That's why they keep talking about what is it? The ozone layer and all that. All that really means that's signs of this earth going into a shift. When they start talking about the waters rising, the ozone layer downs and stuff like that, earthquake. That's just the planet shifting. You understand? Into another dimension. The planet is going into another dimension right now. That's all. Told you it works on a timer. That's it. Join me Wednesday night for the next Mentellect Radio broadcast. I am the intellectual Nuben Menkares. This has been Mentellect Radio. Good night.
Mentellect, rising out the black race to the bright race, out the black race to the bright race. It's the Republic of Mentellect, black race to the bright race. If it's hell, I'm in, then it's hell us. They tried everything just to spell us. Fed us religion, gave us fake gods. Through all of that, we beat the odds. Now we coming together under one flag. Colors red, gold, and blue. Superman, Superwoman, that's me and you. The infinite capability